Hey, it's Soul, here to feature a handful of World of Warcraft add-ons that might interest you, or maybe they'll insult you. Take your pick. As usual, I try to feature newer and lesser-known add-ons, but if there are other add-ons you'd love to share with the world, let us know in a comment. We're all here to help each other out. Let's begin with addressing the mission table, Shadowlands' latest fountain of gold. Up until about a month or so ago, Venture Plan was the dominant add-on, providing a near one-click solution for our mission needs. Unfortunately, it hasn't been updated for patch 9.1, with its new missions and followers. It still works fine for the 9.0 and the 9.05 content, so you just gotta be aware of which missions you're picking. Covenant Mission Helper, which is an add-on that I mentioned a few times, is up to date though. So just like before, I recommend using both concurrently. Venture Plan is great for the older missions and still has useful features like auto-placing minions and shifting positions around. For 9.1 missions though, I let Venture Plan set things up and then use Covenant Mission Helper to kind of fine-tune it. You can see an easy win-loss prediction, and at the moment it's like 95% accurate. A displayed loss in Covenant Mission Helper is almost definitely a loss, while a win is just about a win. But if you have room to throw in another troop or a follower, it can't hurt. It's also got some nifty features like prioritizing what you want the state of your troops to be after the fight, and a button to run 100 simulations of missions that use random abilities. It's much faster than Venture Plan. Here's something really cool for those looking for a balance of accessibility options and immersion. Quest TTS is an add-on that takes advantage of the new text-to-speech options introduced in patch 9.1, and you don't need to do any extra configuring to use it. When opening quest dialog, a play button appears on the upper right-hand corner of the window. Just hit play, and the game will read the words out to you.
Have you retrieved the observational records from the Scholar's Den?
This also works for regular dialogue as well. Every NPC that I've run into so far offers this option. Just be sure to press that pause button when you're done listening, because even if you walk away, the game will kind of continue reading the text. Obviously, this isn't the dream-fulfilling immersion experience that one would want, but with this add-on, nearly all of World of Warcraft's dialogue now has a voice. It's the same voice. Okay, well actually you can change it to a female one too, but you know what I mean. And now, something different. It's cleverly called Braun Cena, and it's really self-explanatory. It just plays a sound when Braun shows up. It's loud enough to notice, but not loud enough to annoy you too much. It also doesn't even matter if it's your Braun or not, you're gonna get this little anthem whenever he pops in. As a simple add-on that triggers an event, you can always replace this sound with whatever you want, like the Kool-Aid Man, or some anime reference, or Bob, whatever floats your boat. Domination shards have 5 ranks, but they're expressed with words and not numbers. Domination Shard Rank Tooltip changes that with a simple label to let you know how far your little family of shards is coming along. Narcissus is an add-on that I normally use for making screenshots, but it also happens to be really good for swapping out domination shards. With just a click, I can remove a shard, and I can even use a pull-down menu to choose the sort of shard that I want. It also simplifies the process by telling me which shard is for damage, healing, or whatever. Sin Stats shows you a lot of information in real time, which is great for keeping an eye out on your stats while in combat. You can filter out the stats that you want to see, the positioning, and the font that's used. Personally, all I care about is seeing the total amount of shield absorb that I have active, so I just turn everything else off. To be honest, for me, there isn't even a good reason to display it, I just want to see how ridiculous it can get. Now, one could say that a weak aura could do the job just fine, and you know what, it would. Just think of this as a real-time stat tracker for noobs. No one likes spam, except for the people that are paid to do it. In my quest for decent anti-spam add-ons, I mixed a cocktail with Global Ignore List and LFG Spam Filter, and suddenly, it's like gone. It's like 99% gone. There's barely a thing in trade chat, virtually nothing in the pre-made group tool, and it just worked like this out the box. I'm really amazed, and now trade chat looks totally dead, but I'm better off. The Global Ignore List will sync your current and future ignore lists across your account, reassuring you that those little nuisances are that much less of a bother. The add-on has a limitless ignore list, although World of Warcraft still only ignores at most 50 characters at a time. But the global ignore list will at least attempt to re-ignore the, best of those 50 characters. I'm sure it must suck for anyone that is able to test that, but that feature is great to have. And finally, I represent Transmog Roulette. I've featured it before, I know, but I have an awesome update to share. It finally changes the transmog of your offhand weapon into something legitimately random, instead of it always choosing a Legion artifact appearance. And now, just look at it. It's so gory. It's so good. I love this thing. I know this one was a bit shorter, but I hope that you found something to your liking. As always, I encourage you to share your favorite add-ons that you think no one's ever heard of. We're all trying to help each other out, and you can help me by hitting that like button and subscribing for more videos. I'll see you for the next one, folks, and until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.